marshmallows going up the conveyor belt, getting ready to be packaged for some delicious child or adult to have them in their daily routine, even breakfast for you folks on the West Coast. Okay, come with me now to see how they're packaged. Oh my gosh, thank you to Dandies for letting me into their manufacturing plant. We can kind of see over here, the bags are coming through, the marshmallows have come down the conveyor belt, and now they're getting packaged. We've got some really fun angles here to see all of the packaging coming through. Now they go up on the conveyor belt. Back here they're packaging. So let's watch them come down the conveyor belt. Go, Dandies, go. Make it to all the vegan homes in America, the growing vegan homes in America. Then we come over here and we can see more Dandies are getting into boxes. So we just got a box that's about to come down the conveyor belt. Oh, you can see some of the marshmallows up there. This is how the marshmallow comes down to make it from the conveyor belt into the bag. There's a lot that goes into making a marshmallow. You probably didn't realize that. Some of the fun statistics is that Dandies started in 2001. It started with 2 employees and now it has 25. They do make other things like ice cream, but actually they make 5 million bags of marshmallows. And just imagine how many actual marshmallows that is. 5 million bags. So we have a box that's just about ready to come down the pipeline. And really fun to see how everything's made here in Addison, Illinois. Only vegan marshmallow in America. Here it comes. Okay, this means that Dandies is on its way to you very shortly. After it gets on this large crate, or packing crate, it goes over here to be shipped. So, like I said, 5 million bags of marshmallows. Oh, I don't want to be taken out by the marshmallow wrapping machine. So they're low. So this machine will take me out and wrap up all of the boxes that are going to be palleted and sent on a pallet to all across America. So when you are thinking of making Rice Krispie treats in the fall, and you are making hot chocolate in the fall with your marshmallows, or you're just treating yourself this summer to making s'mores and firing up the roasting of marshmallows, get your Dandies for sure. Okay, so this is going to wrap up, literally, and now I'm going to talk to the marketing manager, Dan Reed. He runs the show here, and he's going to tell us all about Dandies Temptation Ice Cream, and their soft serve ice cream, and their Teese cheese, but their mainstay is Dandies Marshmallows. So we're currently at Chicago Vegan Foods, which makes all those things, but today they're making Dandies Marshmallows. Okay, so let's get on to Dan. He is through this door, I think. Let's go find him. And I'm going to take off my hairnet. Yeah. It's not a fashion day for me. It's a marshmallow day. You'll just have to roll with it, people. Okay, so come down here. We're going to meet up with Dan, and he's going to tell us just how he makes all his marshmallows and how he gets them to everyone around the country. Dan, thanks for meeting with me.
Oh, hi, Elizabeth.
Hey. Okay, so let's have a seat. Let's have a seat and let's get rid of our hairnets. All right, people, back to being normal. Let's get into it and dish on Dandies.
Yeah.
So some very exciting things going on at Dandies. Get close to me. Get close to me and sit under the Dandies logo. Lovely Dandies. So here we have, you saw them come down the conveyor belt. You saw them get popped out and chopped up.
Born today.
Born today. Born today. Now that's freshness.
Baby marshmallows right there, people.
Baby marshmallows, that's right. Baby marshmallows, born today. Before I get into it with Dan, does anybody have any questions? I don't know if people are
They wanted to know about the ice cream, and they said vegan, right? And I said yes, and available at restaurants.
Oh, yes. So Chicago Vegan Foods only makes things that are vegan. They have Temptation Ice Cream, Teese Cheese, which goes to restaurants across the nation. There's your Teese cheese, people. So if you ever want to suggest to a restaurant that they need some vegan cheese and they don't know what to do, tell them, contact Chicago Vegan Foods for some Teese cheese. And then, of course, we have soft serve ice cream, and we're going to get into it.
We're going to try some today. It's really exciting. Yeah.
We're going to try some today.
Maybe we'll top with some Dandies.
Maybe we'll top our soft serve ice cream with some Dandies. So tell me about Chicago Vegan Foods. What kind of growth have you experienced since you started here, which was 11 years ago?
Yeah, so we've seen tremendous growth year over year. As vegan has grown, we've continued to grow as well. Even in the days when vegan wasn't growing, we were continuing to grow. We've been around for 18 years now. We've seen a lot of double growth, year over year growth, which has been fantastic. This is what keeps us up at night. This is everything else right here. Most of what we do here is Dandies related. By no means is it our favorite child though. We put a lot of love into Teese. Teese has been around for 12 years now, so we were really on the forefront of the vegan cheese world with this, and we're super proud of it. A lot of restaurants around the country are using it. It's been a really awesome product for restaurants that are just kind of dipping their toes into the vegan world. It's got a great shelf life. It's shelf stable. It's low impact for restaurants that want to bring in a vegan cheese, and maybe they don't want to invest a lot of money into it because they're a little scared about how it might grow. But they bring it in, and then they see the growth, and that's really awesome. It's a really great story.
So you have 2 flavors.
We have 4 flavors. Actually.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Tell us.
we've got mozzarella and cheddar. They're a firmer, sliceable, shreddable cheese, so they're great for pizzas, grilled cheeses, stuff like that. Then we have 2 cheese sauces, which is what Elizabeth's holding right here. So this is our creamy cheddar sauce. So it's really awesome for a mac and cheese. It's a heat and serve thing. You just pour it over noodles and you just heat it up and go. You're ready to eat mac and cheese at that point. We also have nacho sauce, which is pretty similar to this right here. It's just a little spicier, so it's great for nachos. Also really good if you want to make a spicy mac and cheese. Kind of a good pro tip, internal, top secret stuff, is that the sauces actually make a really awesome grilled cheese too. You just kind of spread it on some bread and toast it and go. Super gooey, super melty.
But I don't want to confuse people. Teese is not available at the store. It's something that they make for restaurants. Is that right?
Yeah, it's only for restaurants, commissaries. Our nacho sauce is actually served at the Texas Rangers Stadium, which is awesome. So if you're looking for vegan nachos and you're a Texas Rangers fan, boom, you got them.
And do they tell people at the stadium that it's vegan, or they just say,
vegan, yep.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, or maybe they use plant-based.
Fine.
Yeah, it's hard to know exactly.
Go Texas Rangers. I wasn't a fan before. I'm now a fan.
Yeah,
go Texas Rangers.
Go Cubs.
And go Cubs, yes. How are they doing this year? Okay, right. That's okay. It's just...
As a Chicagoan, I have to say it.
I was just going to say that. As a Chicagoan, we have to say it. I'm not sure either. I know that the other day, they were tied at the bottom of the 9th and they lost. It was heartbreaking. I know. I have to get over it. Okay, so when you started the marshmallows, I know you started with cheese and Temptation ice cream. Which Temptation ice cream, can people buy that in the store?
No, that's food service only as well.
Okay.
So if you're in Chicago, you can go to the world famous Chicago Diner.
Yes.
With 23 years long running vegan vegetarian restaurant. So they make milkshakes. Best I've ever had. I've had them all over the country. Chicago Diner does something really special with our ice cream.
And it's your ice cream.
Our ice cream, yeah. Our ice cream is primarily sold in the Midwest. Out on the East Coast, Strong Hearts in Syracuse. They make a lot of really delicious milkshakes as well. Our soft serve ice cream, though, that's sold all over the country. So if you're in LA, there are a number of places that have it. Monty's Good Burger is a really good example.
Monty's Good Burger. I didn't know they carried your stuff.
Yeah, well, they don't brand it as such, but their shakes are using Temptation now.
Okay.
So
that's
we're
awesome.
really proud of that.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
That why are these things not available in stores? You could give the official answer.
Well, one, soft serve is
Shout out, who's asking that?
Lucy Mullen.
Hi, Lucy.
Thanks, Lucy. Thanks for that.
Thanks for the question, Lucy. So our soft serve just traditionally isn't going to be a consumer product. That's more of a restaurant thing. Our hard pack ice cream The frank, honest answer is we're a pretty small company, and we're kind of set up to work within the food service realm. So, not the greatest answer, but that's sort of why. And with Teese, that was a little bit of a different story. So Teese used to be a retail product, and about 5 years ago, we stopped manufacturing this retail product and focused solely on the food service side. It was a tough and sad decision when we did it, but we kind of had to do it because, again, we're a really small company. We're a privately held, privately funded company, and we just didn't have the resources to be able to continue to do Teese in the retail world and Dandies at the same time. We were seeing some really amazing growth with Dandies, and we saw an opportunity for us to get our animal saving message out there more through Dandies than we had with Teese. So it was just one of those tough decisions that small businesses have to make, and don't regret it. You know, we've done some really great things with Dandies, and we continue to do some great things with Dandies that we wouldn't have been able to do if we had to continue focusing on Teese.
So I want to focus a little bit about that. You mentioned that you wanted to get your animal message out there.
Yeah.
So under no uncertain terms, Chicago Vegan Foods is an ethical vegan company. And the founders, who aren't here today, Dan and Ryan, they've been vegan for 20...
Dan Ziegler's been vegan for almost 27 years, and Ryan, I think, is 26 years.
So long before it was trendy, obviously. So they've got a wonderful
really
story about you're doing all this food service, and then you come across the idea of a marshmallow. Tell me that story and how it's linked to Ryan's kids.
Yeah, so Ryan's son, Jude, who is 14 now, I believe. Mary, is that right? 14? 14 years old. He's been vegan since birth. And he'd never had a marshmallow. And, you know, roasting marshmallows over campfires is something that every American kid, to my knowledge, does. It's just
I do it. I still do it. I still do it.
Part of our life, particularly in the Midwest. So Ryan was just playing around with the idea of making a marshmallow in a home kitchen just for Jude. And Ryan is he's a mechanical engineer by trade, so he's always constantly thinking about how can I do this and make it bigger and more automated, and how can I make a product out of this. And from those kitchen sessions for little Jude, the idea of these were born. And we had some slow times with ice cream at the time, because ice cream tends to be a seasonal product. You know, you're going to sell more of it in the summertime than you're definitely going to in the fall and the winter. So started playing around with this a little bit more, and Dandies were born. And we thought initially this was going to be a very, very niche product that was just, you know, a little cottage thing for us. It grew very quickly, and we were nationwide within the first year of launching it, which is really exciting, particularly for a company what we're doing, to be honest.
What's some of the feedback that you had? Is it from parents who said, I always wanted a vegan marshmallow for my kid? Or because I also would have thought that this would have been a very niche thing, and now it's basically your focus.
There are two really common stories that we hear from people. One is we get a lot of emails and calls from parents who are so happy that they can give the marshmallow experience to their kids for the first time.
With no gelatin.
No gelatin. Or maybe because of the allergy friendliness of it, that we manufacture in a peanut and tree nut free facility, or gluten-free facility, or gluten-free manufacturing area for Dandies. Stuff like that we've heard a lot of those really great stories. The other side is it's a marshmallow made with natural ingredients. So we don't use any corn syrup, which is common in a conventional marshmallow. They're gelatin-free, gelatin being an animal product, and also it's a highly processed ingredient. So we hear from a lot of families that they don't want to feed these highly processed, overly sugary treats to their kids. Now, it's still a marshmallow, it's still sugary, it's still a sweet treat, but it's made with a cleaner sugar than what a conventional marshmallow is going to be.
Okay, so I have made Rice Krispie treats and off the charts, the best Rice Krispie treats I've ever
I've seen
made.
the video, it's great.
It's so good. I also use Dandies Marshmallows in hot chocolate. I shout out coffee.
So good in coffee.
Ooh, I hadn't thought about that one.
Yeah.
Coffee. Okay, coffee. I was part of the largest s'more ever made. Shout out to Asher Brown at Pollution Studios in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
I
that was a lot of
participated in
fun.
that. You were there.
Yeah, I was
How
there,
many marshmallows did it take to make the largest s'more ever made?
You know, that night was It was a
I
blur.
saw you.
It was just so crazy. We were,
Chocolate.
hundreds of people roasting.
Yeah.
Roasting marshmallows over one campfire. That
I
was
know.
a challenge in and of itself.
I know, and we had the long. I was
Yeah.
roasting like 12 marshmallows at a time
I
because we had to get the numbers up.
Yeah, people had these sticks with just
Yes, it was
the
incredible.
entire bag of marshmallows on one stick. It was pretty amazing. But we went through hundreds of pounds of chocolate. We had to build a custom graham cracker for it, which was a challenge in and of itself. And I can't remember the exact number on the s'mores, but I want to say it was like 480 pounds or
Oh
something.
my gosh! Yes, it was
For
almost a
single s'mores.
It was a 500-pound
Yeah,
s'mores.
it was
And we did it.
not a delight to look at.
Oh, but it made the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah,
so
well,
that's
we never got it official.
what?
Yeah, there are a lot of rules, but
Oh, we've been robbed.
that's okay. We made the best effort.
Let's go back and make
We're
it
gonna
again.
do it again.
Okay, yes, okay.
We're
Pollution
gonna do it
Studios.
again.
Yeah. So Chicago comes to Los Angeles. We'll all be at Pollution
Yeah.
Studios. Shout out to Asher Brown. Okay, so I have a couple more quick questions for you, and I know you have a very busy day
Yeah,
today, so we'll
please.
let you get to it.
Plenty of
but,
time for you.
So your tip on roasting marshmallows, best way to do it.
Oh my goodness, it depends on the day. So
Do you burn yours?
I've
Or
always
do you-
I've always been a burner.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a
everybody
big-
out there, tell me what you do. Do you burn or do you golden brown?
But golden brown has a really great spot too.
Yeah.
You just have to be really patient.
I
Yes.
like
Not
some
everybody
char.
does.
I like a little char.
You like the char?
A little bit of char.
A little
I like
bit.
the char, and you pull it off, and you get that gooey center, and then you bring it back in for more. And
Yes,
you get
right.
a
Yes,
completely different
right.
char on
But
it.
that's hard to not lose your marshmallow. Once you've taken off the top and you bring it in for more.
Yeah, it's just called practice.
You gotta be
Okay.
careful.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta get skilled at this. All right. And so a couple other things. I always like to ask people
Yeah.
some questions about themselves, and you can answer for you or owners Dan and
Yeah.
Ryan whoever has the most fun answer, I guess. Okay, what are we always gonna find in your fridge?
Oh, soy milk.
Oh,
And I think that
okay.
holds true for me, Dan, and Ryan as
Okay,
well.
off the charts. Soy
Yeah,
milk.
soy
Okay.
milk. Still believer in soy milk.
What is your go-to meal? You've had a super long day. You know you can walk in the kitchen, always make it. Takes 10 minutes. Go for it, and it's good.
Poor timing on that. I've been undergoing a kitchen renovation for 2 months, so I'm eating
Eeks.
a lot of Amy's tofu scrambles from the freezer.
All right, Amy's. Shout out. Thank you.
Delicious product.
Okay.
Get a little sick of it.
Little
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Noted. Where do you think we're going in the future? Any future predictions? Because
boy.
you guys have been
Yeah.
at it now since 2001, so that's
So-
18 years. Things have changed in 18 years.
So, plant-based is having its time now. It's
Oh,
awesome
it's
to
here
see.
to stay. It's
yeah,
not a
it
time.
is. I agree with that.
It's here to. That's
I
my
agree.
prediction for the
Yeah,
future. Go
I
ahead.
agree. It's been really fantastic to see the rest of the world finally catch on to what we've been doing for, as a company, almost 20 years, and individually for almost 30 years for some of us. It's in the lifespan of this company, we've seen people say, "Oh, you're vegan foods," and like kind of curl their nose up and want to stay away. And now people are so much more receptive from all walks of life. It's amazing. I think about members of my family who are, the most hardened Midwest meat and potatoes kind of people out there, and maybe 10 years ago they were questioning and why would you want to have vegan foods, and now they understand they've had really great products that are either mimicking actual meat products and doing an amazing job of it. Shout out to Beyond for that, or they just understand what it's all about, whether it's from a health focus or from an animal focus. I mean, we've all seen the horrors in animal agriculture.
Yes.
It's so hard to deny now.
Right.
The internet has been a really great tool for getting that message out there and for exposing what's going on.
So I always like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody on Jane Unchained. Oh yes.
There's a Dandies question here. Any plans for any other flavors?
Yeah.
Lucy Mullen thinks the peppermint one was great. They're wondering about a chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Some chocoholics here.
Yeah,
Want some
so-
chocolate on their s'mores.
So
Chocolate s'mores.
the good news for Lucy is that we have been playing around with a chocolate one.
Ooh.
No immediate plans to release it yet. It's been a little bit of a tough nut to crack with the chocolate because it's so important for us to get a really great flavor and a really great color in there and keep it natural at the same time. And when you want to have a natural product, there are a lot of challenges there that don't exist with something like a crummy craft jet puff marshmallow where they're okay with using chemicals and weird colors. You know, they can make things.
Those
look
are
really
his
awesome.
words, not mine.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Just a little qualifier there. I didn't say it.
But it's new flavors are something that we're constantly looking at, and we've got some really great fun things in the hopper.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Do you have a recipe section on your website? I'm going to give you a couple recipes. It's up to you if you want to include them.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I've been making for dinner parties now that we get into summer is dark chocolate, fresh strawberries. It's the season, of course, right now for fresh strawberries, and the small Dandies. And it's just so delicious and sweet, and all that juice from the strawberries comes right through. And then I know as a kid I made a lot of peanut butter and marshmallow sandwiches. I don't know. Oh yeah.
Stuff a banana.
Oh, and a banana.
A banana with
Yeah.
marshmallows and
Crispy,
chocolate and throw it on the grill.
Yeah.
So good.
So I'll send you some. I mean, if you want them, some recipes.
Hot tip. I like to at night, if I'm looking for a sweet treat, I'll just take a marshmallow and dab a little peanut butter on it. Maybe throw a little piece of chocolate on it and eat it. Wonderful.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
sounds beautiful. Sounds beautiful. Okay, well, we were talking before about the change in how much social media has helped people realize about the horrors of animal agriculture.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, I know we say it all the time on this channel, but thank you to everyone who is watching on Jane Unchained. Thank you for sharing your food pictures. Thank you for sharing your animal videos. Thank you for being advocates at every step of the turn. You guys make it happen. Of course, I love Jane Unchained. Jane Velez Mitchell is such a pioneer in her own right, as are you guys.
Yeah.
But you, the viewers, you really make that happen. So thank you to social media and for everybody who shares. And of course, go ahead and share this video because that's how things get out, is everybody shares them.
Please.
Okay, so one last question for you on our way out. Oh, wait, we have some ice cream. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving until I get some ice cream.
I'm gonna have to step away.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
That's okay.
You
We
wanna
can
come?
we can zoom in or
get
come
some
with
right
you.
from the machine.
Okay, we're gonna go
Yeah.
and get some soft serve ice cream.
Sounds great.
And then we come back and we'll eat it with some marshmallows on top. And I have a final question for you. I'm just making myself at home as if I work here. Okay.
Yeah, come on in.
This is the employee area.
Yeah.
Woo! And soft serve ice
All
cream.
right. So the most important question that I
Yes.
have for you: do you want it in a cup or a cone?
Oh, I want it in a cone.
All right.
I'm 52 going on 12. Doesn't everybody know that? Okay. Ooh, yummy. Oh, and they're the real cones. They're not, sorry, you go
Look
ahead.
how beautiful that
I'm
is.
a pro at this, I think.
Yeah.
Who needs a spoon when you have a cone?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
There you go.
This interview might be over because I have to eat my ice cream. Are you not going to have some?
We have this in our office all day long, every day. I gotta watch my figure.
Oh, God. Well, yeah, oh, well. So let's go back
And throw some marshmallows on
and throw
top.
some marshmallows.
Yeah.
And come on over. Oh, my God. This is a huge treat for me.
All right. Well, as luck
Okay.
can have it, we've got some bags of marshmallows right here.
Can you open it up, please? And then I want to ask you my
Yeah.
question because I have interviewed founders Dan and Ryan on my WGN radio show. It was so fun to have
That was
them in
a
the
lot of fun.
station. And they're just such wonderful people. I hope that they'll be on Jane Unchained and my podcast, Awesome Vegans, again in the
Yeah.
future. But my question for you, because I think, may I? Just,
Yeah.
what's the best way to do it?
Just throw some
Get
on
it
there.
in.
Throw some
Okay.
on there.
Okay, I never said I wouldn't be messy, okay, everybody? Oh.
Okay, let me get in.
Okay, yeah, get in there.
Look at that.
Okay, people. Oh, we should be having lots of comments of people who really want what I've got.
You're the luckiest vegan, right?
I now regret not getting a cone myself.
Oh my God. I'm sorry I'm making a mess.
That's it, please.
Dan and Ryan,
Yeah.
as ethical vegans and funny guys, and really just a hoot. I'm wondering if there's a company motto. If there's something that you guys say, I mean, obviously you're in it for the animals, and you want to bring veganism to as many people as you can, but is there one phrase that you say like, every day's a new day, or nose to the grindstone, eyes to the sky is one of my very favorites. Do you guys have a company motto that you live by?
No specific company motto, but I would say the one theme that definitely runs through the office is not to take it too seriously. Those
I get
guys
that.
are just never serious, but they work so hard. We all work so hard, but it's all fun. It's a very family-based environment that we work in, and I think it's pretty safe to say that we all love coming to work every day.
It's so awesome.
You know.
So Dan's wife is right behind at the reception.
Hi, Kara.
And hello,
Brian,
Kara.
yeah.
Thanks for letting us in.
Ryan's wife Mary is
Ryan's wife
back there
Mary
in
is
the corner
here.
office, yeah.
And Dan's cousin or Ryan's
cousin, James.
cousin is here.
Yeah.
So it is really a fun family place.
Yeah.
And we made the I
Yeah.
sort of feel like I work here now. You guys made the marshmallows for Jude, so it's all in the family, and you really feel that when you're here. It's just a really fun environment. And those guys have a great time, even though in the fall you said that you have to put in a third shift and you're making marshmallows 24 hours.
Yeah, we're working 24-hour cycles sometimes in the fall. Yeah.
5 days a week, 24 hours of just marshmallows.
Just marshmallows.
Gotta supply all those
Non-stop.
campfires.
Gotta supply all those campfires and me, so I want to thank you. You guys, go get yourself some. I want to thank you for showing me the factory,
I'm glad you can make it.
letting me in there.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the marshmallows on the conveyor belt and all of our time that we'd had at Dandies Factory. And if you're ever in Addison, Illinois, I don't know, come by, say hi. But for sure, please share this video. Shout out to Jane Velez Mitchell. Shout out to Dan and
Thank
to
you.
Ryan and to Dan
Yep.
Reed and to everybody here at Dandies. Thank you for doing what you do, and thank you for making vegan marshmallows. Bye, everybody. Don't forget to be vegan.